Aloha and welcome to Wisdom Dialogues with Hope Johnson, coming to you from the big island of Hawaii. Yay! It's raining here right now, and that's fun. Aloha, Lori. Yay! Thank you all so much for joining. I appreciate you. So I have some questions that a couple people wrote in. Actually, let's see. Mantha, would you like to talk with me? If you'd like to talk with me, raise your hand. I saw that you had a question on Facebook. And Holly, aloha, Holly. Hooray. So Mantha wrote a question on Facebook, not really a question, but asking to reflect on violence. So she's on. If she wants to come on with me, then yay. Let's see what she's looking for. Aloha, Mantha.
Aloha.
Yeah.
Hey. Groovy headband, by the way.
What's that?
Groovy headband.
Oh, thank you. That's fun, huh?
Yeah, totally.
What's happening? What's the deal? You asked about violence. In what sense?
In what sense?
Yes.
I guess a very physical sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like getting to the point where it's just, oh, you want to hit someone?
Yeah, or more specifically being hit in some way or bruised in some way.
I see. Okay. Okay, awesome. Thank you for elaborating on that. Do you want to stay on with me or you want me to just talk about it?
Whatever.
Okay. Whatever, I'm easy.
Yeah, Rosemary's here. She's like clicking stuff, so I guess we'll see what happens.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So physical violence, when you experience yourself in the midst of physical violence, it's a reflection of violence that is going on in the subconscious mind, going on as far as the choice that there is in the moment. See? Because from moment to moment, the spirit is leading. The spirit is offering guidance. Let's say that there's an offering of guidance, but it seems like this physical will or personal will is so much more important, or so much smarter or wiser or more clever or something. So it's always in the moment, as in the energy of resistance arises, and the violence is like this trying to push it away. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm talking about when I talk about that?
For sure. Yeah.
Okay. So that doesn't mean that violence is your fault in any way. See? And it also doesn't mean that you have to continue to relate with anyone who's violent physically toward you at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
See what I mean? So the consciousness that's leading toward, it's my fault, I've done something to cause this or anything like that, that would make you hang on to relating with someone who would be abusive. And it would also cause you to, when and if you ended that relating, the next one, the same kind of thing would likely manifest either in that relationship or another. See?
Right.
Okay. But it doesn't mean that you have to stick it out or anything like that.
Uh-huh.
Try to change the person or anything like that. In fact, it's being responsible in the moment to yourself to just notice any need to change that person. See? Because your choice in the moment is just to see that all that is passing is illusion, Or take the illusion as true, as if it means something. See? And when you're just in freedom, when you're just in the space of freedom, there's no need to accept any kind of violence for yourself in any way, shape, or form. See? And that includes, you know, if you're in a situation, if you're in a relationship where, you know, maybe it's your partner, maybe it's a good friend of yours, maybe it's a parent, I don't know, that is really is really committed to showing you that you're somehow deficient. See? You know, we manifest people in our lives that give us a reflection that we are deficient, just for fun, because we all know we're not. We all know we're not. But it's like doing violence to yourself to believe in that thought, to believe in that as if it's real, as if what they're saying to make you see that you're deficient, to make you see that you're unworthy of love, or doing or actions and stuff like that is actually true. When there's not taking it on as true to you, you just don't get into relating like that. You just don't get into it in the first place because it's more nipped in the bud. Is the hitting that you're talking about an ongoing thing, or is it a one-time thing?
It's a recurring thing. I wouldn't. It gets to a point, but I wouldn't necessarily say that it's hitting, but a very like physical in my face and not allowing space when it's requested.
Okay. Okay.
Because my automatic response, if I'm feeling frazzled or something like that, or if I feel some kind of aggression, is just to recede. And
recede. What do you mean by that? Tell me what you mean.
Not necessarily to act on it, but just kind of see it as like, okay, maybe I just need to go lay down and rest or eat a snack, whatever the case may be in that moment. Just kind of like not necessarily act on that. That's my natural coping mechanism, I guess.
I see. So you don't speak up. Sure. Are you saying you don't speak up?
Sure.
Okay.
And I mean, a lot of the times I'll just kind of like see through it like it wasn't really a big deal and just kind of move on.
Yeah.
After I took a nap or woke up the next day or whatever. But
yeah,
that's not how everyone goes about it. So it's, I kind of approach it in a way of understanding myself better so I can communicate what my experience is in a better way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they're all of our experiences are so unique.
Yes, and how do you feel in the relationship? Do you feel safe?
In the moment, yeah. It's just in those moments that recur.
Mm-hmm.
When things get heated and intense.
Yes.
And I know I've noticed that I've gotten like emotionally entwined with that, and then I'll just escalate too. But more recently, I just kind of like don't emotionally entangle with that, and it still just kind of carries on.
Okay. Okay. So it looks to me like there is an unwillingness to speak up in a way in a way that shows compassion to you, in a way that shows who you are, in a way that demonstrates who you are. See? It's an openness to let the great voice speak through you. It's in the moment. It's almost like taking a little leap into yourself. I don't know how to really say it in a way that, how it, what the sense of it is. But see, the program, the pattern is to do this receiving thing, and the voice is stuffed. Okay, that's the program. So it's like in that instant, it's almost like jumping out of the program or off of the script, because it's like, whoa, hey, what's going on? There's some anger arising. There's some anger arising in the space, and it's like, wow, what's happening here? Are you okay? That's what happens for me. Like if someone seems like they're getting angry, I'm like, oh my goodness, are you okay? You know? And what I experience is it'll it'll cause a looking in. That's what I experience. Like it'll cause almost like it causes a looking in for the person, because it's like, I don't accept that that's about me. I don't accept that that has anything to do with me. See? So it's almost like you just bit on to that bait when he said, "Hey, this has to do with you," or the energy is projected that way, or whatever. With the violence, of course, it must have to do with you. He wants to do something to you. But that's the illusion. It has nothing to do with you. That's the thing. So it's like, hey, man, are you okay? And, if this is the way it's going to be, that's not really the relationship for me. It's like really straight. It's like really the voice of the truth is really straightforward and compassionate. Okay. It's not like, hey, you make me feel like da 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 da, like that. It's like, hey, number one, you know, what's going on? How can I help? Kind of attitude. I see you're upset. Wow, you seem really angry. You know, and for me, it's so simple, because every relationship is held in light of the spirit, you could say, with responsibility to everyone. Responsibility to everyone, including myself. There's no difference. There's no separation between us. So in that, it's like, oh, is that the way? Is that the way you like to relate? Is that the way you'd like to carry on relating? Because that's not the same way I'm going. See, it's so without the emotional charge that hasn't been met, without that emotional charge, it's straight to the point. It's, I love you, and that's not for me. Thank you. Thank you for showing that to me. That may be your truth. That may be your truth, that when you get angry, you need to try to control another person's body. That may be your truth, but that's not mine. That's not how I relate. Thank you. Thank you for showing me. See? It's that kind of energy. It's not so much in the words, but do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I feel like what you're saying is relatively parallel to my take on it all and how I've acted in those most recent moments.
Yeah. And what was your experience like?
Not relating to the word truth in the same context that I'm referencing it.
Okay. Yeah.
Speaking it as that may be yours, and I'm not trying to diminish your truth, but that's not mine.
Yes, exactly. And it's so simple, because if he's committed to that as a truth, then it's so simple, it's so obvious. And if he's not, that'll be obvious too. If he's not committed to that as his truth, he will. That'll be obvious too. Everything's just so clear, you know. When you just acknowledge what's going on, what's really going on, you know.
Hey, Hope.
Aloha.
So, yeah, we're getting real here. This is good. So it's funny because we kind of cross hairs where we both have perception, and neither of us agree with the perception that the other person is holding.
That's perfect.
So the pattern that happens is I feel like Mantha's getting irritated and frustrated with me when I'm like exhausted and just trying to have a chill day and have some focus on myself and what I want to do. And from what I've gathered from her is that she gets irritated that I'm not giving enough attention or listening to her enough.
Great.
And then I say to her, whoa, why are you getting irritated? Like, what's going on? You know, like, I'm completely cool. Like, I'm just trying to have a chill day. I don't want to get into it. Like, what's going on? Why are you getting frustrated with me? And this kind of, the pattern is that happens a few times throughout the day. And then at the end of the day, I'm tired. I've like, don't feel like I actually had a chill day because I feel this irritation coming from Anthony. And then I blow up. And I'm like, I've had enough. Fuck this. Fuck you. I'm over this shit. Why does it keep happening? And then I get explosive and things get out of control. And, you know, of course, that's not the pattern I want to exhibit. I don't want to be stuck in this pattern of exploding on someone who I have a perception of just being irritated with me all day. You know, so.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful that you don't want to pursue it. So that's all up to you. It's so awesome because, you know, it's like this idea that Mantha is irritated with you. That's not the case. The perception that Mantha is irritated with you is just to bring up that resistance. It's just to bring up that resistance as if that's actually about you. That is not one bit about you. That has nothing to do with you. You know, Mantha is exhibiting irritation. That Mantha is exhibiting irritation, period. It's like, see, the compassion is gone. Not really gone, but veiled over when it's really believed that the person is irritated with you because there's an inner defensiveness that arises. And that's where the explosiveness comes from. Because there's a defensiveness to, well, you know, what can I do? She's irritated with me. And it's like, take you out of it. And then it's like your wife is coming to you and she's feeling irritated right now. It's like, it's okay, baby. Hey, honey, okay. You know, and it's like, it's such a different story. It's like, hey, I love you. I would like a little bit of space right now. This is what I'm doing right now. You know, and for me, I've had the experience too where I wanted my personal time. So, you know, it seemed like I was so victimized because I couldn't get personal time with a family. It seemed like that. So you know what? I recognize that the feeling of victimization for not getting my personal time is my habit. I have a habit of doing that. Okay? I had a habit of doing that. So I looked at the habit and let the personal space go when it, you know, not being attached to the personal space, not being attached to it. Okay. You know, the intent is there to take the personal space. And if someone walks in, whatever they're doing, maybe it's two boys fighting, you know, I've had that experience, whatever they're doing, to embrace, meet with compassion, whatever reaction to it arises with it in me. You know, the little voice goes, oh my God, why don't you leave me the fuck alone? You know, like that. You hear those kinds of thoughts in your mind, yeah? It's like, yeah, get them out of here. And to just watch that, instead of watching the illusion itself, to watch my reaction to what's going on. And in watching my own reaction to what's going on, what's happening is it's receiving my own compassion. It's receiving love. It's like, for me, it's okay. For me, it's okay that you seem irritated with me right now. For me, that's just okay. Because right now, whatever resistance comes up, I'm here for it. Because I'm not busy projecting onto the other person as if that's really about me. See? So in being here for myself and being here with full embrace of whatever is arising, all of my reactions and the perception, love is just allowed in here. So there's a really good feeling. There's a loving, joyful feeling in response, even with an upset feeling. Even with an upset feeling. It's like beneath that, there's a calm, comforting, loving, blissful feeling. And to allow for that now, knowing that you are entitled to that now. It's only a choice. It's only a choice to make yourself feel upset. It's only a choice to make yourself feel explosive in the moment. And it's by taking the illusion as if it's true, as if it's real and true, as if Mantha is really like that. In fact, when Mantha's irritated, when appearing to be irritated, she's not actually irritated. She's just projecting that. No one has changed from how they actually are. We're seeing them. We're seeing them the way they're projecting, and we're projecting. See, we don't see anyone as they are until we see through all of these illusions. And then when they're allowed to be as they are, then we find harmony within all of our relationships. There's never a need to bicker. There's never a need, of course, to yell. The only thing that makes that even apparently possible is consistently making choices against yourself in thought. It's all built of thought.
Yeah, so I mean, and that's the space I rest in, I would say 95% of the time. And I feel like it's a recurring pattern. It's where it resets. And then I go back to this place of, okay, just be calm, be patient. Like, it's not you, it's something that she's going through. You don't have to take it personally. And then I do really good for a couple weeks. And then it's like, it seems like it builds and builds, and then it's like a fireball or a snowball or something. It starts small again, and then it starts to build and then build, and then it explodes again, and it's like, oh my God, when is this pattern gonna stop?
Oh, that I'm seeing something. There's some identity there with being calm. See, be calm, be patient. It sounds good to say that stuff to yourself, but that's not allowing yourself to be as you are right now. Maybe you don't feel calm and patient right now. See? If you will feel that feeling of not calm and patient, experience the not calm and patient in a way where it's like a thank you. Thank you. Because there's wisdom in that. There's wisdom in that. So that's why there's that buildup, because there's this identity trying to be calm and peaceful, while all this is building up. There's an identity with I have been doing good. There's no I that could do good or bad. There's only seeing. And through seeing, there's no need. There becomes no need to act on it because it's just not building up anymore. See, the actions, they take care of themselves. But look at this voice that's saying, be calm, be patient, be calm, be patient, because that's sort of like throwing up a veil over what's happening now, which is not calm and not patient. See? It's not personal, though, so it doesn't mean you've done anything. It just means this is what's to be experienced now. This is where the opportunity is now. This is the opportunity right now to learn to see how things as they really are, rather than projections of your mind. See? And trying to make yourself calm when you're not calm is not how it is. The calm is what is already there. The not calm is sort of like a dust storm. That's all it is. It's just to be experienced. It's being experienced, though, always from a place of calm. If you know that, you're not going to be disturbed by it. You're not going to be disturbed by these waves, and they're not going to be allowed to build up in your energy to the point where it's like, boom, you've got to explode. See? Just be gentle with yourself. And you'll be gentle with everyone. That's just an expression of how there's violence within. See? And no one would think that it would be violent to say, be calm, be patient. Just be calm, be patient. You know? But it's because it's resisting what it is, what's there. That's the violence. And Lori's saying, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Always. Always. Even if you find yourself resisting, always, it's okay. So much more relieving than acting like you have to do something like be calm or be patient. See? This whatever it is, this anger that's arising, this hot energy. I've experienced it a lot. You know, for me, it's been very hot. This hot energy, and it's really a miracle when you experience this hot energy rising in you, and all of a sudden this calm just comes over you, and it's only because you're meeting that fire. You're not trying to put it out, you're just meeting it, and in meeting it, it's almost like you go through it, and then you know the shift has happened. You know the change has happened when you experience that miracle. But be open for it. That's all. There's truly nothing to do. You don't have to try to control yourself or anything like that.
Well, Mantha definitely, she encourages, hey, just feel it. Let me feel this, and whatever you're feeling, feel that. Like, you don't have to try to fix it. You don't need to, like, it's not like there's something wrong. I'm irritated and frustrated. Just let me be irritated and frustrated. Like, why does it have to do anything with you? But it's so hard for me not to take it personally and think that I can't just let it sit like that.
Okay. It's so hard for me not to take it personally is only a thought. Don't believe it. It's not true. It's not something that means anything. It's just to keep you from seeing. In the moment, you have all the power you need if you are willing. It's just that in the moment, you're prioritizing something else over being true. See, in the moment, the truth is that whatever Mantha's going through right now, hasn't anything to do with you. It's for you. You could say it's for you. It's like it's an agreement she made to do that in front of you. It's just for fun. Just for fun, though. None of it's serious. None of it's really serious. You know, it starts to be serious and it's not fun anymore. Yeah. You know, and when you recognize that it is just for fun, you know, people get cheered up a lot faster and easier. When their partner recognizes that it's just for fun, they just get cheered up faster because they're not taking it personal. It's like, oh, okay, that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Everything goes, all these patterns just pass so fast, and they're just over, and you don't have any reason to blow up. But the chasing of it, the you know, and the thoughts, the believing in thoughts, like it's so hard for me to do. Yeah, it's hard for you to do if you're speaking as an ego, but it's not hard for you to do because you're not an ego. That ego voice is just arising as sort of like an offering. Hey, you want to make this you want to make this your identity? Or you want to be this guy? You want to be this guy who's it's hard for?
Not really.
Yeah. So in the moment, it's always giving you the opportunity to be who it is that you want to be, you can say. It's always giving you that opportunity. So that's what makes it fun. You know, Mantha's going there over through her thing where it's like, oh, this is so and you're just noticing that she's going through something, and in that noticing that she's going through something, there's compassion. But it's still it's not a like a, oh, this is so sad. It's like, are you okay? You know, and you know, sometimes you might feel like joking or maybe offering to help her with something. You know, you never know what love would motivate you to do or say or act upon. But if you just let love lead, it leads beautifully.
As it has led us here right now.
Amen. Hooray.
Yay.
Which is you know, which is to this experience, you could say, because there's no going anywhere. There's to this experience. Lori said she's so happy for you both.
Yay. I'm
Yay.
happy for you too, Lori, and you as well, Hope, and ourselves.
Oh, I love you so much.
Thank you, everyone, for your participation.
Yay, you guys are awesome.
We listen to you guys. We listen to you guys pretty frequently. Oh,
fun. Oh, that's so great. Thanks so much. Thanks for coming on, both of you.
Always
I love that.
Aloha.
Yeah. If anyone else would like to speak with me, please raise your hand. I do have other questions. And someone else is here who had questions for me. Anastasia, would you like to speak with me? If you would like to speak with me, raise your hand. Otherwise, I'm going to your question. Here you are right here. Let's see if I can open this baby up. All right. Here we go. My question was about wanting to do something when I feel love, to make it special, and feeling I need to act on it. For example, run away or get all weird. If you're ever, fear of more love and resisting good things to come. Doing something when I feel love. Well, there's no doer. So the feeling love can just be relished in. Just be relished in. Hooray, it's a gift. Nothing to do. Nothing to do at all. You know, and the feeling that feeling of love toward a person, now that feeling of it that you get that's sort of like fearful, that's not, you could say that's not real love. You could say it's special love. Well, A Course in Miracles calls it special love. Let's use that. Course in Miracles calls that special love. That's a love with fear in it. A kind of love that turns into fear. That's not the realio dealio. You know, real love includes special love and fear. Includes them, but doesn't make them real. Doesn't make them real. See? So it's like, in relating with people, there's always this fear of, oh no, am I going to get hurt? Well, if you get hurt, you definitely hurt yourself. Okay? Because you were buying into some things about this person that were not even true. And you know, that's really buying into yourself, to ideas about yourself that aren't true. Ideas about who you are that aren't true. As if your happiness or unhappiness depends on how this relationship goes, how it turns out. You know, if you're in the space of love, let's say in the space of love, that means experiencing without these conditions. Experiencing without these conditions. There's a heart connection that doesn't care what happens, does not mind how it goes, doesn't worry about how long it lasts. Oh, this is beautiful. This kind of love is like, I love you no matter what. This kind of love is a kind of love that if you decided it was a good idea to sleep with my best friend the next week and dump me, it doesn't change. It's like, thank you. See? It doesn't even change. So it's just this idea that some aspect of the illusion is better than other aspects of the illusion or something. I need to hold on to this one. I need to hold on to this. Or no, I don't want it because I know it just causes a bunch of pain. Concepts. Believing in concepts. That's a choice that's being made in the moment to believe in concepts or not. Whatever concepts are being offered. Whatever concepts are being offered to you. You know, oh no, what if this turns out bad? Anastasia, she wants to come on. Hooray. I unmuted you so you can talk with me whenever you're ready.
Aloha.
Aloha. Thank
So,
you.
hey,
Mhm.
happy to talk with you.
Oh.
So the feeling comes that it comes through another person, but as I understood, it's something what is inside of myself, what I recognize in this person, and it feels like this person is having a quality or something which is a possibility to experience, and it creates a feeling of attraction, which is like a thirst, like I'm gonna lose myself. So much I want this, but then it's very weird. Then what happens? Like I'm blocking myself from just experiencing it without the door and being grateful. Yeah, this is what is the experience is.
Yeah.
There's a feeling of strong pull because of something what I want,
Yes.
which appears to be real. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. When you can just watch, for me, it's like just show me with friends, with family members, with whatever. It's like just show me how you wish to relate. They just show me how they wish to relate, and if that's in line with my spirit, then I'll be moved to relate with them more. If not, then it'll be less or not at all. I just watch the river flow. I just watch it change. I watch it ebb and flow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I understand.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yay. All right. So do you feel complete or do you have another question?
No, I will keep listening. Whatever you say after, so I will go off.
Okay. Aloha.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Aloha.
too. So yeah, it's just mistaking what the relating is for. It's mistaking what it's for. You know, we can use all relating for seeing things as they are. Make it the purpose in this moment of all relating for seeing things as they are, instead of as we thought we wanted them to be. as in this is as in I know what I need. I know what I need. I know who I need to be with. It's not like that. Yes, you know who you need to be with in the moment. In the moment, because you're with them. And that's such a beautiful experience to be with them like that. Be with each other like that. Be with yourself like that. Just in experiencing whatever it is that's coming up whatever it is that anyone says, all of the vibrations, the sensations, the sounds, and it's like you come to realize that you're always alone, but in a way that is never lonely, because everything and everyone is you. It's you, and it's you coming to fulfill the agreements you made. That was something I wrote about on Facebook a couple days ago. It was about integrity. And, it's a mistake in what integrity is. It seems like there's this set of rules that you're supposed to follow to be in integrity. But, integrity, it's just recognizing right now, just right now, for this moment, it's recognizing that all of this is me. All of this is me. There's no future time. There's only right now. I have a choice right now. Am I going to take what I made as if it's reality? Or stay here in the knowing who I am? Okay? It's not like you learn something or discover something or anything like that. It's just that in this moment, nothing that I can perceive is real or true. Right now, when it seems like this person is a threat, that cannot possibly be true. Right now, when it seems like he or she is invading my space, that cannot possibly be true. And at the same time, it's easy to speak. It's easy to speak up. Because it's just a passing illusion. It's just a passing illusion. And then it becomes fun to play with. Or maybe you realize it's not time to speak up. I'm glad my space was invaded. This is great that this is happening right now. Who knows how it could go? So there's a choice whether to project as if someone or something has done this to me, or, oh, I made this up. Yay. How am I going to play with it? How am I going to be myself in it? This is fun. What'll happen? And then when there's communication about how we prefer things or anything like that, it's with compassion. It's not as if someone's doing something wrong. And that's compassion for yourself. It's like, it's not as if I've done anything wrong either. There's no doer. That's impossible. Yay, what a relief that that's the case. Now all there is to do is choose, which is not even a material doing at all. Just, do I want to entertain the idea that I have to keep on doing this over and over again? That I have to keep on meeting this same pattern over and over again? You don't. Because right now it could be healed. Right now it could be healed. seen that happen so many times in my relationship. I've seen jealousy come up, you know. And for those of you who don't know, I've been with my husband about 24 years, and in the very beginning, I sensed some jealousy. You know, I had the perception that he was very jealous, and I said, you know what? That doesn't work for me. If that's how it's going to be, we need to cut it off right now, because that's not going to work for me. And he said, no, you know what? I don't need to be like that. I'm not really the person I want to be. And immediately it was gone. Immediately. And didn't return ever. Well, at least in 24 years. And there's been all kinds of different patterns where, you know, it'll just be, you know what? I know we were doing that before, but I'm not doing that anymore. I'm done with that. You know, it's just completely following the voice of the Spirit. The voice of the Spirit. It's not to tolerate meanness or to tolerate violence in that kind of way. It's to see the source. What causes that perception? What causes the perception? And in seeing what causes the perception becomes unnecessary. And when the perception comes unnecessary, either that person makes a shift, or it's just cut and dry. That's not my partner. It's just easy to see. Okay, that's just not it. Thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. It's just, you know, relating and relationships are so much simpler than people make them out to be. Yeah. I notice this thing with friends, like obligations, making obligations on friends. Since I broke up with that guy, you shouldn't be talking to him because he whatever with me. That kind of thing. Other stuff too, but, you know, just trying to control what people are doing. And, you know, in my experience, I just let people know that's not how I do it. I'm with everyone. That's not how I do it. And then if they don't like that, they might not be my friend. Apparently. They're always my friend. But they might not. And that's okay. That's their truth. They're going to move with their truth. You know, you got to honor all truths, because all of them are true. To whoever believes them, they're totally true. So, it's not like I'm mad at them or they're wrong or anything for having that truth. That's just what they want to do. How do you build trust in men again? That's a good one. Don't trust men. Don't trust women either. Don't trust illusions. Don't trust illusions. Illusions are a lie. Illusions are a lie. You don't need to trust illusions. Trust in your spirit. Trust in who you are. Trust in what you know. Okay, not worldly knowledge. I'm not talking about worldly knowledge. Trust in what you already know in your heart. That's what you can trust. You can trust that every man that comes into your experience is exactly what you need. They're coming to give you exactly what you need. They're coming to play out what you wanted them to play out so that you can get a particular feeling. Okay, that's something you can trust in. You don't trust in men, because that's like taking one part of the illusion, and can I trust in this part of the illusion? It's like the illusion is made up. The illusion is made up to show you that you're unworthy of love. Okay, to show you that. So that's the reflection. That's the reflection. That's what the mind is taken to be true in this dimension. So the mind's taken as true. So that's what it's showing. It's nothing. It's totally meaningless. So men show you, the man shows you through your experience with him whether you can trust him. It's like, show me. Spirit, show me where to place this energy. But it's not even like to trust in the person. It's not in the person. You can always trust that it's going as planned. As planned. So yeah, you don't have to try to build trust in men. Thank goodness. You don't have to try to build anything. In fact, all you could build is a pathway to pain. So just kick back. Quit building. I felt like I finally broke the pattern. Well, of course, of attracting men who lie. Well, see, that's the thing. You don't break the pattern of attracting men who lie. Okay? It's like you it's like you get off of the script of making that real, making that important. Okay? It's like, who cares if I attract a partner who lies? If I attract a partner who lies, if all of a sudden Tony decided that he wants to start lying to me, I probably wouldn't go for it. I don't know until the moment, but I probably wouldn't go for it. And it would just be like, okay, oh, that's the way it is. Okay, I'm going, sure, there might be some sadness and some tears and stuff like that, but that's all held in this space. It's beautiful. If that's what needs to come up, it's coming up. That's what needs to come up, it's coming up. But, it's like, okay, if that's the way you do it, that's your truth. Okay, I honor that. And that's a new direction for me. That's all. It's like a new direction. What's the problem? What's the problem? And there's no, if you think you're improving upon yourself so that you can make it so you can avoid certain things, you're fooling yourself. You're fooling yourself. It's not that it's avoided, it's just that it's meaningless to you. The lying, cheating energy, it's just meaningless to you. It's not interesting. It's not sad, it's not interesting though. It might seem like it's sad, like maybe you were under the impression that this is your man for the rest of your life, which is the silliest thing I've ever heard. Who knows? This is the one. I found the one, and then all of a sudden the one turns into a liar, and that's why there's all this pain. It's like you think that you found the one. No, it's the one right now. Right now. That right now can seem to go on through the passage of time, in my experience has been more than a couple of decades. It just seems to go on through the passage of time, but there's no time. So it's all right now. And any love that's shared right now, it works itself. It works for itself. Whatever love is shared right now, you're guaranteed to have more loving experiences. You're guaranteed to go deeper in love just right now. That's all there is right now. I feel like I finally broke a pattern. Yeah, as soon as you think I finally broke a pattern, take note. Take note. It's a setup for a fall. It's a setup for a fall. But you don't have to be set up for a fall. When in the moment where it's like, oh yeah, I broke that pattern. That is a truth, which has an opposite. The opposite will be shown to you. That's what the illusion is for. Illusion is going to show you that you didn't break the pattern. It's going to show you that you did break the pattern, and then it's going to show you that you didn't break the pattern. So that's an illusion, something that's passing. The pattern is the pattern. It doesn't necessarily, I don't know about broken. It's just a pattern of thought. It's not interesting to you anymore. It becomes uninteresting. Uninteresting. Because I was in a happy, self-loving state of mind when I attracted another partner. See, that's in more identity. A happy self-loving state of mind is a passing phase. It has its opposite. So when these passing thoughts arise, and these passing states of mind even arise, they're arising in the same space of experience. There's nothing there but a space of experience. So it's just identifying with one state of mind over another and wanting to keep it like static and everything's changing. I'm confused about how this all works. Well, maybe this will shine some light on it when you listen later. You're not on with me, are you? No, you're not. You mentioned before that the energy was already there in the first place, but how was the energy already there when I was in a very self-loving state of mind? I think we already talked about that. You being in a very self-loving state of mind is a perception you are having. The opposite perception will come around as well. And that's what happens. That's how it goes. And as long as there's resistance and attachment, that's what's going on here. Attachment to the good, happy, peaceful feeling, resistance to the other feeling, things get intense. Things get intense. That's what makes them intense. So within the intensity, what is it? You can call it self-loving. You can call it self-loving. That's fun. It's like, forget about the self-loving state of mind. Let the self-loving happen right now. Okay? Let the self-loving happen right now in the midst of all this turbulence. Right now, there's a choice whether to make that thought real. There it is. You want to make it real? I had it and then I lost it. You want to make that real? Okay, that could be your experience. It was so good once. And now look. Lori says there is no state of mind. Yes, that's right. That's a perception. State of mind is a perception. Okay? And that, happy, joyful, loving state of mind, it becomes the predominant state of mind only when there's not resistance to its opposite. See? It's the resistance to the opposite that makes it keep on coming around. Because when it comes, like, there's that state of mind, I could say, okay, a state of mind of worry, state of mind of worry. I could say last week I found myself in a state of mind of worry, a whole state of mind. It was like a big wave, and it was like, there it is. There it is. What's happening now? What's happening now? Not pursuing the details of why I'm worried and, that'll turn out okay. It'll be all right. That'll work out okay. It's going to go this way. You're going to get enough money or whatever the story is. But being with the sensation and that welcome visitor, that noble visitor called worry, the state of mind. What's that like? Having the experience. It leaves, it comes, it stays, it's enjoyed, and it goes. And because it's enjoyed, every time it comes and stayed, it's enjoyed more. But it doesn't stay as long because it doesn't need to. But it's enjoyed more. Every time it's like, ooh, yay. These things tend to get shorter and easier as there's consistently making a choice for the truth over illusion. Isn't that for fun? So, Lori, I love you. You're beautiful. I haven't heard from you. If you're going to come on, you better be raising your hand soon. Let's see. I don't see any hands. All right. There's this one. When I was in a very loving state of mind. Okay, I got that. First met my partner. Then the relationship. What I've previously been attracted to. Men who lie. Okay, we're done with that one, I think. Unless anyone has a question on it, we are done with it. I don't see any hands. And do I have more questions? I don't know. I got to Anastasia. Yes. Yes. Oh, there was one other thing. There was one other thing. Okay. And there's Lori's beautiful hand. One other thing plus Lori's beautiful hand. Lori, baby.
We just had to say hi, but
Oh.
this is just to listen. And I loved that the couple came on. They both are committed to open to this.
Yes.
Oh, so beautiful when both of them are in it to want to change. Oh, I can't even. Oh my God.
I know. I love them. They're both really amazing. They stayed at my pad before here in Hawaii. They stayed in the Buddha Shack.
Oh, no kidding.
And now they moved somewhere. You know what? They told me probably a million times, but the mainland is the mainland. Somewhere on the mainland.
Well, Polly and I were sitting here, and as you were saying what you were saying, I don't know, seems like something has shifted because there's been a total recognition of what you're going to say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool. So, like,
I love you, Christine. Christine said she loves me. Yay, Christine. We all love you.
Anyway, I was just saying this is beautiful. I'm thoroughly enjoying. I mean, I always do anyway, but there's something about this one that's just resonating deep, and I don't know. And the it's okay thing, that's really, really helped a lot here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You feel the relaxation. You sense the relaxation that goes along with that.
And I think of a baby, you know. I do.
My friend Michonne, that's how she does it.
Yeah.
She picks up the baby and pats it.
Yes, and I picture that. And it just really made that voice chill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay. Unmute me.
All right. I have one more thing. You can stay on if you want.
Okay.
I have one more thing. On Facebook, I told someone I would do something. What is it? Okay, here's a post. What makes observing negativity a challenge is denial of the defensiveness being triggered thereby. Okay, so say somebody's acting negative, like, oh, fuck, whatever. Somebody's acting negative like that. What makes that into a challenge is the defensiveness to it. The defensiveness is arising within our own energy field. Otherwise, that's not a challenge at all. Oh, yeah, you had a little thinking icon on here, Lori, like you were thinking about it.
It was the last word. Thereby, yeah. That screwed me. But now that you've said it, now I get it. Now
I see. Okay, yeah. So it's like I use that person to be like, fuck. In fact, that happened this morning in the yoga room. It was hilarious. I'm over there in yoga, and it's just, I'm in a beautiful space, just like in some back bend action, about ready to go into another pose. And then all of a sudden, and it's dark, it's like dark in the morning. And all of a sudden, my husband comes in, he's like, fuck. I don't know what the deal was. I didn't even ask, but I was like, are you okay? And he's like, and he didn't say anything. He just didn't say anything. And I said, okay. So I got my yoga stuff and I went to the Buddha Shack, to just have my practice over there. But it's easy. And, it's just like, honey, I'm going to go take my yoga in the Buddha Shack. He's like, okay. It's not like I'm mad at him or anything, but I could just see that if I go out there, it's going to be more of a private space. But the hook was there to try to get mad at him. I could see the hook to try to get mad at him, and it's just kind of like I'm just kind of like and shaking my head, and then going out into the Buddha shack with that hook and having the yoga with that hook tilt, still trying, and it's like, oh, that's a good one, and it's fun because because you know it's like it's already seen, it's already known, and it's like when I was drawn out there too into the Buddha shack, it was like it was just so more my vibe this morning too, so to speak. It's like, wow, that was really, there's a lot of downloads happening right now.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. But it's like when there's not getting defensive to it as in, oh my gosh, this can't go on, or oh my goodness, it's just like, where's the energy moving? And even being open to, okay, maybe yoga's over right now, even though I'm only 20 minutes into it, and oh, it's feeling so good, but it's like a willingness to just drop it, all of it. And in that willingness to just drop it, it's like you can see the opportunities to pretty much, so to speak, have what you want. Because what was I looking for is this beautiful, experience with my body in yoga. And, that's what I got. Even more so than it would have been if I would have continued on the lanai. As far as having the space and all that. See?
Okay, no, I didn't see that.
Okay. So there's different things being thrown out, like I should just not let that bother me and just keep on doing yoga here on the lanai. See, I should just, there's different ego things that will pop up, like different choices, but there's really only one choice. There's only the truth or the illusion, right? But the illusion will seem like a multitude of choices.
Right.
One of them is I can stay right here on the lanai and just knowing that there will probably be distractions, and I can just stay right here and keep on having yoga. And then another one is, I could just close it. I could just pick myself up right now on my mat and go a few, I don't know how much, I'm not good at distance. Close. No. Somewhere close, and be in a complete private space where no one can even see me or anything unless they physically like go out there. See, and it's like, or I could go, fuck, you ruined my yoga. Which,
exactly. Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah.
Or I could have a yoga experience while projecting, which is not yoga. It's not. It's like you're, people think of yoga as doing these different poses and getting through this certain thing, but it's like yoga, the practice, and yoga life. It's like, it's always seeing through the illusion. It's always in seeing through the illusion. If we're identifying with the body, we're identifying as a body. This doing whatever practice it is becomes about the body and physical things. So then yoga becomes about striking poses and getting more flexible. And it's not focusing. It's not focusing on what is arising. Where is the mind going? I might notice that the mind's busy in yoga. This morning, it was like it was almost like that came up as a catharsis, because when I went out there for yoga, the mind was so quiet. And I noticed yesterday during yoga, I noticed that the mind was busier than normal during yoga, which is okay. Which is totally okay. Yeah, there's no problem whatsoever. But just noticing how this hook came, and since it wasn't bit onto, the yoga was just able to continue even through the walking part where I'm picking up my stuff and walking. And so it just was able to go really deep and really quiet and really into silence.
So there wasn't an attachment to having to have it right there, having to continue the yoga. Yeah, a lot of that has to do with attachment to what's happening in the moment. Yeah.
And then there was the thought, maybe I just won't even set up yoga in the lanai anymore. I'll just go straight to Buddha.
Another hook.
Yeah, and well, that was the one as immediately when I got up to the Buddha Shack, that one, and I was like, okay, that's a good one. You know,
Beautiful. God, you don't see them all.
but it's like thank you. It's not. It's like okay, that's a good one. It's kind of like it's met with a little laughter, and then it's so gone, and it's like these little catharsises that come up. What I notice is they lead to an even deeper opening. In my experience, here's how I notice it. There would be like almost like a buildup of debris in the mind, and then some kind of catharsis thing will happen where, that might seem really small to someone, but for me, it comes when the opportunity comes, it's so revealing that, that revealing is basically healing.
Yeah. Yep. The more it's seen, the more it's healed. The more it's seen, the more it's healed. I mean, seeing it just dissipates it.
Yeah.
And then if the laughter comes, oh, it doesn't have a chance.
It's over. Yeah. It's over. It's over. You just chuckle at it.
Yeah.
It's really fun. It's like, of course, we practice together. It's just that this morning he wasn't into it. He was into something else, and whatever it was that made him be like, oh, what the fuck? I'm doing yoga. I just have to laugh about that. But yeah, of course, I'm gonna do it on the lanai, so I could do it with him.
So he can do it. His back is all better.
Oh yeah, he's in fact he was out there bodybuilding when I was walking around.
Wow.
Yeah, he was out there doing some bodybuilding. So yeah, he was just into something else this morning. That's all.
This too shall pass.
Yeah, of course. All right. So then the second part of this was observe defensiveness. So instead of observing the negativity, observe the defensiveness. And that was the experience I had this morning. See, that's a choice I had. You could say it's like that. It's a choice to observe his apparently negativity. It can't be his. Right. Observe that. Observe an illusion, which is his negativity. Or observe the defensiveness that comes up in reaction to it.
Yeah.
Take care of it. Take care of it means don't do violence to it.
It's okay. It's
okay. Take care of it. It's just, it's okay. The defensiveness, that's okay. Yeah. It's just being observed. There's nothing wrong with it. We're just observing defensiveness instead of observing someone's negativity, which is the habit.
Right.
And all matters of negativity will be resolved on their own. See?
I do see.
Yay!
Yay! Totally see.
Yay! And now, if no one else has any questions, I am going to close out. I'm going to end the broadcast by saying, I love you so much, for one. I'm so happy that you joined me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Hope.
Yay. And if you would like to be invited, come to Facebook /groups/Wisdom Dialogues. Yeah, baby. If you would like to buy some of our amazing love-infused essential oils that are also therapeutic grade and many people say the best, yay. Go to miraclebotanicals.com. You'll love it if you love essential oils. Well, no guarantees on that, but most people do. Let's put it that way. Anastasia said, yes, I want oils. miraclebotanicals.com. If you want a link, I'll send it to you. I also have a Facebook page. I don't know. Facebook Miracle Botanicals. What?
And they're on Amazon.
They're on Amazon.com if you like to get them same day and next day and stuff like that. We send them to Amazon and ahead of time, and then Amazon sends them to you. Yeah. But if you get them from our website, then we send them directly to you, and we have an amazing selection. We are super stoked. Oh, I'm coming out with a new blend pretty soon. It's called Integrity. Yay.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking about integrity today. It's just, there was a download that just occurred in an instant where it's like, wow, integrity, that's what it is. And then immediately it was like, time for a blend. And the blend, it came out, and it was funny. It smelled pretty bad when it first came out, and I showed it to my husband. He's like, "That's pretty bad." And so I put it in the drawer. I put it in the drawer for a couple days. I got it back out, and I go, "Wow, that smells good." And then I gave it to my husband. I didn't tell him it was the same one or anything. And he's like, "Oh my goodness, that is so good. What is it?" And I said, "Integrity."
And it was the same thing that he said smelled bad.
Well, the oils have personality. So when they're first introduced into the bottle, they don't smell like they're gonna smell.
Oh.
There's some that smell better at first and then worse.
Oh.
So they went.
But this did the opposite.
Yeah, yeah, it did. Yeah. Yeah, so that's coming out. I also have some amazing blends for all kinds of stuff. She's up for integrity. Right on. Okay, well, if you sign up for my newsletter, you'll see when it comes out on miraclebotanicals.com. Sign up for the newsletter there if you're interested. Forgiving is one of my blends that's really powerful for any kind of unforgiveness. And like, I've had people go, well, this person just bothers me. This person's always going to bother me. Of course, that's a thought, that's a choice, whether or not to believe that right now. And then, there's an essential oil blend called Forgiving that it came to me. It's got Hawaiian sandalwood in it, which invites relaxation. It's got Cape chamomile in it, which it has a chemical called, it's got esters. It's got a lot of esters in it. And that promotes another relaxation, but in a different way. It's like any kind of anxiety. It's like it soothes that. It soothes any kind of mind energy, anxiety kind of things like that. I see Hawaiian sandalwood also working on the mind, but also the body. It's sort of like a relaxer, like, yeah. And it also has frankincense. With frankincense, is always speaking the truth in a way that a lot of people seem to understand. I see that the frankincense, people get frankincense. People get it. What I mean by that is they smell frankincense, and for most people, there's a connection with it. I can see by the look on their face. These essential oils speak to us, in this way. All energy bodies in the illusion are vibrating at different frequencies. Energy body of essential oils vibrating about double to triple the frequency of a human body. And that's because the thoughts that make up a plant are vibrating at a higher frequency. The thought that make up a plant, it's like ancient wisdom. So that it's like they share their consciousness with you. It's like opening up to allow them to share their consciousness with you. And so I'm invited to make these different kinds of blends, like Forgiving, Wisdom and Stillness. That's for, times of meditation, people who especially like to sit in meditation. It's got a real deepening. The Palo Santo kind of brings the attention to the third eye, and I feel the root at the same time. There's Palo Santo in that one. And then Neroli, which is a real sweet, sweet flower that tunes you into joy, and just the joy of sitting in your being, and just that joy of sitting and being present to what is. Wisdom and Stillness is kind of for that, or whatever you feel, because this is all just like magic in a dream. So it's according to however you feel to use the magic in your relating with these plant spirits. And essential oils and being with essential oils, you are relating with an energy. They're relating with an energy, and this energy has a very high frequency. So that's really fun. And I don't know why I just told you that. I don't need to sell any essential oils. We sell a shit ton of essential oils. You can get them if you like, but I just really love them. And I hope everyone gets to enjoy them and experience them. And yeah, hooray! Everyone who wants to. I have one friend, Chitta, if he's listening to this, I do not hope that you get to experience essential oils. In fact, I don't hope that anyone does. That's a lie. If you would like to experience essential oils, miraclebotanicals.com. Whether you do or not is ordained, and that's awesome. Thank you. Aloha. I love you. Every Tuesday at 3. Mahalo and a hui ho.
Bye.
Aloha.